Alright, here we go. Hey everybody, this is Rugged Savior, and the Advanced Warfare multiplayer event has just passed, and a lot of details were revealed regarding how multiplayer will function. During this video, I'm going to break down my personal likes, dislikes, and ideas regarding of what I think of Advanced Warfare's multiplayer so far. I will break these down in categories so it's easier to follow. If I miss something, or something new is revealed over time, I'll probably go back and reanalyze the revealed information at another time, but as for now, let's go through my list. For the weapons, I was hoping that quickscoping was to be gimped, but it doesn't seem to be so due to the footage proving otherwise. However, with the greater pace of the game itself given the exosuit abilities, this could in fact be the gimp to quickscoping that I haven't thought of. If it was easy to quickscope people while they are on foot, then it would be more difficult to accomplish if they were dashing, hovering, and boost jumping all over the place. The way the weapons look and sound are also amazing. I am a big fan of futuristic designs, and Advanced Warfare offers no shortage of eye candy. For the score streaks, it's nice to see the score streak system return. Well, it's not perfect since they were set upon death, but it does promote a lot more objective play when compared to the killstreak systems of the previous entries. I absolutely love the customization that could be added to the streaks. Instead of the basic single ability that grows boring over time, players can now alter how specific streaks work. For example, rather than placing a normal sentry gun that fires bullets, why not allow it to fire missiles instead, and or sacrifice the auto detection and allow yourself to carry it around like a death machine. In order for the alterations to be made, the score streak itself has to be increased in cost, making it a bit more difficult to earn but more rewarding at the same time. I also noticed something interesting during the score streak alteration portion of the live stream. I noticed that players can add a, quote, support modification to the streak itself. The base cost of the sentry gun is 600 points, and support doubles the cost of the score streak. This leads me to believe that the support modification allows players to earn the streak without death resetting the points required to earn it. However, the effects aside the higher cost would be the reduced effectiveness of that streak, or perhaps an alternate non-lethal ability that could still benefit the team. My only complaints against the score streak system are as follows. I hope they are not too devastating. From the footage shown, they seem to be more powerful than the Ghost streaks, but less effective than Black Ops 2 streaks. I hope this is the case. I also find that the score streaks in Advanced Warfare seem to slightly impact the speed of the match. In Ghosts, if I wanted to call in streaks, it didn't force me to stop and control something. Some streaks did that, but the majority did not. Lastly, I know the aerial UAVs are back. If they offer their usual scan abilities, then they better be easy to shoot down via bullet fire. I was very happy to carry pistols as sidearms due to SATCOMs being more ground-based. I don't want to be forced to once again lug around a lock-on launcher to combat the UAV spam. If I can offer a suggestion to the UAV itself, I hope they have to be stacked in order for the better radar scans to take effect. Call of Duty Ghosts fixed the UAV spam with SATCOMs, so I'm hoping that Advanced Warfare applies the same principles of the SATCOMs to the UAVs. For the perks, I am not a fan of the tier-based perk system because I believe it limits variety. With that being said, I was a bit disappointed that it returns. With this news, I was also a bit alleviated to realize that weapon attachments now serve as a greater benefit to the weapon itself, such as a lightweight weapon stock giving the Stalker perk, fast mags offering sleight of hand, and more. With that in mind, I am also relieved that there are no footstep suppression or enhancing perks present. When I realized this, I wanted to know if footsteps in general would be too loud, but to my surprise, it seems that from the footage that I've watched, enemy footsteps seem to be quiet unless you are at close range. I don't know if this is because of the bad audio from the YouTube videos, but I pray that footsteps have finally been nerfed to some degree when Advanced Warfare releases. The perk that I show a major distaste for is Danger Close, and it returns in Advanced Warfare. I could never for the life of me understand why explosives and score streaks need to be made more powerful when they are already devastating. When it comes to hardpoint or domination, this will be a very much hated perk since it'll be so effective. Granted, we'll have Flak Jacket and the Trophy Exo ability, but having to rely on them gives me a bad taste in my mouth. Perhaps I'll bite the bullet and adapt, but it's still inconvenient to see Danger Close return. Overall, the perk system isn't what I wanted, but it's also not that bad either. Granted, I won't be able to be free with my selections, but at least the, quote, essential perks are mostly gone. Essential as in requiring it to survive, such as Amplify, Dead Silence, Sit Rep, and more. Oh yeah, one last thing. No more Marathon, which means we could possibly have Infinite Sprint by default. My left thumb is finally saved. For the exosuit abilities and equipment, the exo abilities really bring something new to the series. And from what I guess, these can be activated by pressing left bumper or L1 on the control pad. The abilities range from speed boost, cloaking, hovering, and more. The abilities that I really liked were the trophy system and shield exo abilities. With the trophy system exosuit, I can literally be the trophy system without having to spend extra time placing it on the ground only to have it get instantly destroyed. As for the shield, the reason why I like it is due to it being both a temporary ability and how it finally solved the major problem, which was the C4 Ride Shield combo. For those who are unaware, it's the ability for somebody to use the shield for cover while at the same time chucking a block of C4 in the blink of an eye, leaving the shield user vulnerable for only a split second. It was a very cheap and hated tactic, but now I'm glad it's hopefully gone in Advanced Warfare since C4 itself doesn't even return. Also, the spike drone. It's basically a tomahawk or throwing knife, only it returns to you without having to look for it on the ground. I love it. For the game modes, I'm glad they got rid of Blitz and Cranked. Both of these modes were interesting, but they didn't appease the general public, including myself. If Blitz were designed a bit more differently, then perhaps it could have been better, but since it wasn't, that's why it didn't return. From the looks of it so far, all of the game modes are rather interesting to play, but the biggest shocker was the return of a classic game mode now called Momentum. For those who don't know, it's War from Call of Duty World at War. Finally! It's an insanely fun game mode that's also the most aggressive. I was so happy when they announced it, and I'm so pumped for that game now that it returns. For Team Deathmatch, however, I know it's a classic mode and it's very popular, but I feel as if the mode itself needs a bit of a makeover. I will put a link in the description regarding my thoughts for the makeover, but basically, I want a Team Deathmatch where points aren't simply added for each individual kill. There needs to be more incentive to run around by giving more points to the team and towards your score streak based on the frequency of kills, earned headshots, killing sprees, and more. If you play an objective game mode like Kill Confirmed or Domination, you'll see it's very fast paced. When you play Team Deathmatch, you'll be shocked as to how many people camp. So in the end, Advanced Warfare will have its faults without a doubt. However, from the way it's presented, this is a very, very ambitious title. So ambitious, in fact, that it might even be more popular than Black Ops 2. The game itself looks great, sounds great, and is designed around ideas that change Call of Duty in many ways for the better. I am very excited for the game, and I cannot wait until it's released this November. So what did you think of Advanced Warfare's multiplayer reveal? Leave a comment below offering your opinions, and I will offer some feedback whenever possible. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day, everybody.